I knew that I wanted to be an engineer in ninth grade. We had a college and career day at school, and you had to think through what your future was going to be. And I thought it sounded fun to design airplanes, and so I wanted to be an aeronautical engineer. I went to Washington State University and I studied civil engineering. It was actually a guest speaker in that structural engineering class that came to talk about his work in hydrology and hydraulics, river mechanics, how rivers move through time. That made me think, that sounds way more interesting, a lot more unique problems, and the world needs water. It doesn't really need more tall buildings, but water is life. The river is everything. It affects all of us, and it's the lifeblood of the valley. I love the river. People have invested their lives and careers in making life better for the people of the Tennessee Valley. Flood control and navigation and all of the river system benefits, all of the hydropower, all of the cooling water for nuclear. The river is everything. We have this resource that we have inherited from previous generations, and it's our obligation to manage that resource for the people as effectively as we can. The probabilistic hydrology program helps us to prioritize our investments. My functional responsibility is to estimate the probability of a dam receiving some amount of water from an ordinary flood up to an apocalyptic level of flooding, predicting how likely a dam is to receive that much water, and if it does receive that much water, what happens to the dam. That program entails probabilistic hydrology and downstream consequences. We need to have an understanding of what our risk exposure is at our projects so that we can be prepared when extraordinary events do happen, like with Hurricane Helene. We have this huge, massive event that drops huge, vast amounts of rainfall all over the mountains. We need to have some ability to understand how likely those events are so that we can prioritize our investments around the valley. When I come into work and I go about my business, I am actively taking part in the stewardship of that resource. So the legacy I want to leave behind is that people would look at the work that I did, how I went about my daily business, and say that I lived up to the example and the inheritance that I had from the people before me. My name is Miles Yaw, and I'm a civil engineer in TVA River Management.